Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Aishwarya, you can introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Aishwarya Ukey. I was born in Bhandara and I completed my school and college from Nagpur. And sir, after that, I did my engineering. I completed my engineering in 2017. After that, sir, I did my LLB in 2019 and currently now in my final sem of LLM in Constitution and Administrative Law.
Okay. What's the difference between constitutional law and administrative law?
Sir, in India, sir, in our country, we do not have any as per watertight separation. But sir, its concept emerged from droit administrative that the French system had. So there, sir, there were different codes, one for trying the public servants and one for the general public as well. So,
What are the principles of natural justice?
yes, sir. Sir, the first principle is everybody should be provided an equal opportunity of hearing. So second is
Hearing. Number two.
sir, not just hearing, but also the ability to rebut the evidences that are going to be used against.
Hearing mein aa gaya.
Yes.
You cannot be a judge in your
Yes,
own
sir,
case.
yes, sir. You cannot be a judge in your own case.
Judge has to be impartial.
Yes, sir.
Number two. These are two broad principles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then we also add a third one because we are doing LLM.
Yes, sir.
What is
Sir,
that third? Impartial judge. You can't, hang anybody without giving him an opportunity
Yes,
of
sir.
being
Fair
heard.
hearing. Yes, sir.
You have to hear him
Yes, sir.
or her.
Yes.
And a judge. And then you give a reasoned order, a speaking order. So these three broad principles today are part
Yes.
of principles of natural
Natural
justice.
justice.
We follow common law of
Sir, English common law, most of the principles.
common law of England, UK.
Yes, sir.
What are its problems?
Sir, in application with respect to India.
What is problematic about common law?
Yes, sir. Sir, rule of law, which was given by A.V. Dicey. So we follow two principles of it. And the third principle, which states that Parliament will be supreme, that is not considered in our country. We consider Constitution to be the supreme lawmaking body, the supreme law of the land. So that is a difference that is there in English and Indian Parliament.
The Parliament can always go out and change the Constitution itself.
Yes, sir. So there is basic structure doctrine for that.
That is, that is not something written in stone.
Yes, sir.
Today it is 73, it was something. Today it can be something else. And tomorrow it can be something else.
So, but
It's the Parliament, which is the supreme legislative body in this country.
yes, sir. So, but whatever amendments that it makes, there has to be within the basic structure. And so, there is also checks and balances. So, in order to avoid this arbitrariness, judiciary is always there in the form of judicial review.
What is one article in Constitution of India, which is the soul of that Constitution?
Okay. Sir, I feel Article 32.
Article 21 के बगैर 32 क्या करेगा?
Sir.
Without Article 21, what Article 32 is going to do? Tell me.
So, Article 21 is also very important.
Very important. It's not
No, sir,
important.
It is.
It ensures your right to life and
Yes, sir.
liberty.
Yes, sir.
Without that, your rights are meaningless, I would
Yes.
say.
That's
You are studying LLB, LLM also now.
Yes, sir.
And which is one article which runs, contrary to arbitrariness, which strikes at the core of arbitrariness.
So, with respect to judicial review,
I don't know. It's Constitution. I'm asking, there is one article which strikes at the core of arbitrariness. What is that one article? Not two, not three, one.
okay. Sir, I'm not able to recall.
Article 14.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Justice Bhagwati had said this is the beacon of light and, strikes at the core of arbitrariness in one of his judgments.
Okay, sir. Thank
How many rights have been built into Article 21 by various pronouncements of Supreme Court?
you. Sir, I cannot enlist, but I do remember.
1, 2,
some.
3, 4, 5, 6. How many? At least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell us.
Yes, sir. So right to life is there, right to clean environment is there, right to sleep.
Right to marry.
Yes, sir. It is not a fundamental right, but a manifestation of it. Yes, sir. Right to marry is also there. So right against solitary confinement.
Speedy justice.
Yes, sir. Speedy justice.
Shelter.
Sir.
Shelter. Ghar.
Accommodation.
Accommodation. Ghar. Shelter.
Sir, some basic rights.
Or even under trials also have certain rights.
Yes, sir.
Right in a
Confinement, yes,
right against solitary confinement.
Yes.
Also you said. Right to have a fair procedure.
Yes, sir. So following principles of natural justice. Yes.
Following principles of natural justice. What is Article 22?
Sir, I have read it. So can I take few seconds to think?
Please.
Yes, sir. So please, can you give a hint? Just
Preventive detention के बारे में है वो.
Yes, I remember now.
और 23?
Sir, labor, forced beggar or labor, it is related to that.
25, they are all important
Yes,
rights.
sir, yes, sir.
Article 12 is about
Sir, it defines the state.
state.
Yes, sir.
From there, I think the story of the fundamental rights
Yes,
starts from Article 13. Article 13 has been very contentious. Why?
Sir,
Article 13, has been a bone of contention. What was that provision which was problematic? And then it was amended.
Yes, sir. Sir, as per my limited knowledge, sir, what I can think of is, because, sir, if the amendment power under Article 368, if it can amend the constitution itself, this was under question. So, sir, I think
There is a provision in Section 13 that no parliament cannot take away or abridge any of the rights provided by section of fundamental rights.
Yes, sir.
Under Article 368.
Yes, sir. So then I think in 1963,
there was a judgment of Supreme Court also which said that you cannot take away fundamental rights. And then
yes, sir.
the theory of basic structure came in 1973. You are studying constitution,
Yes, sir.
and administratively they are going to ask you lots of questions on constitution itself. So let me now move ahead to your district. Bhandara is part of Vidarbha.
Yes, sir.
You want a different state. Vidarbha wants a separate
Yes,
state.
sir.
Why so?
Sir, it is majorly a developmental demand because as it is seen that Western Maharashtra is much more developed in terms of architecture, in terms of infrastructure and connectivity. So it is majorly a developmental demand as such.
They cannot be met right now. I think that demand has died down, or it's still there, or
So there may be some sections which demand this, but sir, if we address the core issue that is there, that is the development, if we focus on rural connectivity, sir, it also leads to Naxalism is also most prevalent in this part.
in Vidarbha.
This is majorly because of the developmental issue, the tribal, so they are not well connected. So
It receives lot less rainfall, agricultural,
yes, agriculture
industrial.
wise and industries also, sir.
You have lot less industry.
Yes,
Vidarbha.
sir. As compared to western part, yes, sir.
You had any person from this region who was Chief Minister of Maharashtra?
Sir.
Vidarbha region, any person from this, any resident of Vidarbha who became Chief Minister of Maharashtra?
Chief Minister. Sir, I'm not able to recall.
Please find out, and
Yes.
what was his contribution. Please have a look at that.
Yes, sir, surely.
So, what are your hobbies?
So, freestyle dancing and cooking.
And cooking, okay. I'm no expert on cooking and even freestyle dancing. Dancing is a very important cultural facet.
Yes.
Why it is so?
Sir, it is a form of expression, and it is also so very pleasant and beautiful to watch. So it is also a part of entertainment.
It's part of bhakti movement also.
Yes, sir, that as well.
Sri Krishna, and gopis.
Yes, sir,
It has been part of our religion
Yes,
in
sir.
a way.
definitely.
So to express our bhakti to the Supreme,
Yes, sir.
it has been a very integral part of our service, our prayer to the God. Prime Minister recently, he consecrated the temple of Ram at Ayodhya.
Yes, sir.
And the next day, there was a headline in Times of India. I read the headline. Dev to Desh, Ram to Rashtra. Prime Minister. क्या मतलब है इसका? What is the meaning of this? Dev to Desh, Ram to Rashtra.
Sir, I'm not aware of the context. Of
Context was
this.
Pran Pratishtha.
Yes, sir. So will you please elaborate?
ये तो हेडलाइन है, टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया की हेडलाइन है, देव टू देश, देव से देश और राम से राष्ट्र.
Yes, sir.
प्राइम मिनिस्टर का स्पीच, डिड यू लिसन टू दैट व्हेन ही दैट राम इज नीति, राम इज नेति, राम इज निरंतर, राम इज इन एवरी facet of life. Ram is all pervading, Ram is all pervasive, Ram is not confined to, Ram निरंतर भी है, मतलब it's a continuous thing. Did you listen to that speech?
Sir, I will listen.
Now you have to listen. कब है interview?
So 14th Feb.
You please listen to that speech because
Yes.
they may ask you, some questions about that.
Okay, sir.
Have you, are you aware of this ASER?
Yes, sir. Recently, NGO Pratham.
क्या है,
published
full form
this
क्या है इसका?
Annual
ASE?
Survey of Education Report.
सर्वे नहीं है ये,
So,
स्टेटस है ये.
sorry, I'm so sorry,
No
sir.
problem.
So,
क्या, what are the main findings of ASER?
sir, it gives a very different aspect. Like it has pointed out that, sir, because the sample size was small in this survey, what the result is there. Sir, it talked about digitization and also the rural-urban divide in digitization, also the gender disparity in digitization, and how children between 14 to 18 have more availability of mobile phones recently.
Smartphone.
Yes, sir. Smartphones and how they're using it. For example, sir, it quoted that it is used mostly for
It had
entertainment.
two main findings apart
Yes,
from
sir.
that your children of 14 to 18 are unable to read class 2,
Yes, sir, that also.
57% of them.
Yes, sir.
Then there was another percentage attached that they can't solve basic mathematical
Mathematics,
arithmetic
yes, sir.
problems. So what can be done to improve, ameliorate the situation?
Yes, sir.
What is wrong with our education system?
Okay. Sir, I think the new, the National Education Policy 2020 is a forward step in this regard because it also mentions about basic mathematics and basic vocational skills as well. Sir, it also has a focus on training the teachers to be empathetic and understanding with respect to the needs of the children of different ages. So focused education in this regard and utilizing the digital revolution as well in this regard can be useful.
Your intent to join civil service.
Yes.
What are 4 good qualities of a good civil servant?
Okay. Sir, I think first quality is honesty. So when I apply this honesty in terms of the work that I
Honesty
have
is
to
one.
do.
Second,
Sir, honesty when applied to work ethics is integrity.
Number
Sir,
2, number
honesty
3.
when applied to relationships is compassion, empathy. And sir, efficiency also, because that comes, that is also
Hard
important.
work,
Yes, sir. Hard work.
energy,
Yes, sir. Loyalty is also important.
loyalty to whom?
So loyalty to the motive with which we join civil services, that is serving the public.
Republic of India.
Yes, sir. Serving the public interest.
Serving the public. Okay. Do you need to have some leadership qualities while doing a job of a civil servant?
Yes, sir.
What are those? 1, 2, 3.
Sir, like I've studied public administration, so there is a theory, leadership of situation. So, sir, the situation should demand that the person should be a leader according to that situation. Sir,
Qualities 1, 2, 3.
yes, I'm thinking.
Neta ki qualities of leadership are little different than a bureaucrat.
Yes, sir.
And it's quite okay.
So, second would be, sir, as a leader, sir, for example, if I am a leader, I am a civil servant. So, first would be communication, proper communication with the
Absolutely.
public.
Number
Sir,
one.
hearing their grievances is also very important.
Yeah, that's part of communication.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, being empathetic.
Listening,
Yes, sir.
empathetic, yes. Number
Sir,
2.
empathy.
What is empathy, वैसे?
Sir, feeling others'
There is
feelings.
a sympathy, there is empathy.
Sir, stepping into somebody else's shoes and understanding their feelings.
And understanding their pain or
Yes, sir.
whatever.
Sir, fairness and being unbiased.
Have you heard of this name, Edmund Hillary?
Edmund.
He surmounted the Mount
Yes,
Everest.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
He has written a book. Can you recall the name?
Sir, I have not
Okay.
done so sorry.
Then there is one woman, Alison Levin. She has written a book on the edge, leadership lessons from the top of Mount Everest.
Okay.
Have you read that book?
No, sir.
On the edge. She's a lady of 5 feet 4 inches tall,
Okay.
and she has, expressed her opinion. What should be the leadership qualities?
Okay.
You can read some portion of it. I won't advise you to read the whole book right now.
Okay.
But this Alison Levin on the edge.
Okay. Thank you. I'll read.
Community work, have you ever done? Community work.
Sir,
And what is community work?
Sir, doing something for the public. I think that is community work.
As a community. If I live in a neighborhood, there
Yes,
is a
sir.
community.
Yes, sir.
In your neighborhood, have you ever come out
Yes, sir. So
and
there
work
was-
for that neighborhood, that community?
Yes, sir. Sir, near to my house, there are some garbage places. So I along with my mother, we have tried to solve that. Sir, also, sir, there is a Futala Lake in Nagpur. Sir, I associated with an NGO with respect to this, and we went there to clean it. Some activities like
Did
that.
other people participate?
Yes, sir. There were a lot of people and mostly youngsters, and that was really nice to see.
There is no culture of community work in India.
Yes, sir.
How to correct that situation? How can you motivate people to come out, do community work?
Yes, sir. So it can be made a part of our education itself by doing this program in schools. Sir, for example, in Japan, they have to clean their own washrooms. They have to take care of the chairs. So, sir, this similarly, that concept can be adopted in schools.
Have you? There is a smart city scheme of Government of India.
Yes, sir.
Have you read that?
Sir, I've not. I'll read.
What are the constituents of that smart scheme? What are the parts 1, 2, 3, 4 of that scheme?
Sir, I've not read about it.
Okay, please, you can read about this,
Yes, sir.
because this is again, related. Cooperation in India has failed, but it must succeed. What are the meaning of this?
So, please, can you repeat?
Cooperation in India has failed, but it must succeed.
Okay. So,
Cooperation, you understand? Cooperation. Cooperative movement, cooperation.
Cooperatives. Okay.
Cooperative movement in India is dead, but it must succeed. What are the meaning of this?
Sir, the cooperatives, the people who are a part of cooperatives, they are usually the people amongst themselves. So they form the cooperatives. Sir, and in the lower areas, in the rural areas, it is very useful. Where bank branches are not there, it is accessible and.
Cooperatives is important. Maharashtra, it is important
Yes, sir.
actually. Vidarbha also, our farmers are small and marginal.
Yes, sir.
There are needs of mechanization. There are needs of technology.
Yes, sir.
So only
Expertise.
cooperatives, small, farmer groups, self-help groups.
Yes, sir.
They are all, manifestations of cooperatives.
Yes, sir.
cooperation and coordination is important to me. I leave you there. I will request my other colleagues to ask you questions.
Thank you, sir.
Please.
Hi Aishwarya.
Hello, sir.
Now that your name resembles with Aishwarya Rai, she got the Miss World title, right?
Yes, sir.
Which year?
So 1994.
94.
Yes, sir.
She has been given some other awards in our country, in the Padma series of awards.
Sir, I'm not aware of that.
Any other country that has given award to her other than India?
Sir, I've not read about it.
You heard about APPSC, Armed Forces Special Powers Act.
Yes, I've heard.
Any idea when was this invoked in India for the first time? Whether it was pre-independent, post-independent, any idea?
Sir, I've not read it in detail. I'm
You
not
haven't
aware.
read it.
Yes, sir.
What's your most favorite subject in UPSC preparation other than polity?
Other than politics. So a little bit of history, little bit of geography. So it's just a mix.
Generally, when history is taught, people stop at 1947. I'm sure wherever you would have taken coaching, they would not have taught you anything related to history after 47.
Yes, sir.
Why is it that the idea of history stops at 47?
So because I think we got independence after that, and it is completely a different era. We moved from colonialism to a formation of our independent nation.
So
Maybe
did
that is why.
India as a country lost its purpose after 47? कभी ऐसा लगा नहीं आपको?
So we are developing. We are a new democracy, and so we are developing in many aspects, and not in terms of just economy, but also socially, and in also geopolitics. I think we are developing as a nation.
You spoke about empathy when Sir
Yes, sir.
asked you. You said stepping into shoes of the other person.
Yes, sir.
You are an IS officer sitting in an air-conditioned room. A destitute comes to you with a request कि कुछ दे दो, survival हो जाएगा. You have not gone through that phase yourself. How will you empathize?
Sir, maybe at that moment I would not have gone through, but my past experiences or experiences of the ones I know have definitely helped me to be more empathetic. So secondly, there are different schemes available or many employment opportunities. I would like to talk to that person on what skills he has or whatever.
Destitute, 70 plus.
70%. So there are schemes, pension schemes or any, or I would also like to involve any NGO in this regard or any civil societies which
Good.
provide help.
Good. You spoke about civil services qualities and all.
Yes, sir.
Nowhere you mentioned anonymity as a quality. Why so?
Sir, honesty, as I said, honesty with respect to performance of my duty would bring integrity.
No, that is probity.
Sir, probity, but integrity with respect to how I perform it. So, sir, because I am expected, being a civil servant, I am already expected to be anonymous. So, I think it is but natural consequence of being a civil servant.
Okay. Then what's your opinion about people who become IS officers? They carry the media with them. अरे यहाँ से नहीं, यहाँ से वीडियो लो. You saw that video?
No, sir.
Where are we going wrong?
Sir, I think it is their personal choice.
No. Sorry. You're mistaken. You are an institution. No more an independent person.
Yes, sir.
As an IS officer, you lose your independence
Yes, sir.
for the cause of the nation, right?
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा उस dimension में भी सोचिए.
Yes,
ठीक
sir.
है?
Thank you, sir.
You heard about Savarkar?
Yes, sir.
Who was he?
Sir, he was a great visionary and he was a great freedom fighter.
Don't you think a particular section has demonized him?
Sir, whatever decisions or whatever was said by him, we cannot decide by sitting now. Like
You
what
read
is-
his book?
No, sir, I have not read.
Any book you have read beyond UPSC? Not a book person?
Sir, recently, sir, 1984 by George Orwell. I read
84?
that. Yes, 1984.
Who killed Indira Gandhi? I don't want the name. I want the idea.
So the idea of separation, separating a part.
You mean to say the Khalistan is responsible for her death?
Sir, I'm not aware completely, but I think yes.
But you read the book. The book very clearly says somebody who is responsible.
Sir, by George Orwell, it is a
it's okay.
different book.
It's okay.
Okay. Yes,
Check. You are from Nagpur, right?
yes, sir.
अच्छा, forex reserves का नाम सुना?
Yes, sir.
Forex reserves. What is the composition? You have foreign currency denomination.
Yes, sir.
You have
Gold, sir.
gold.
Special drawing rights.
Okay,
Uh,
that's all. Where is the gold kept?
Sir, I've not read. Maybe I think with the RBI.
Women should be interested in gold. इतना सारा gold कहाँ रखा है पता करो.
आप कहाँ रखते हो घर में?
Sir, with the RBI, I think.
Where?
Sir, I don't know.
कहीं पर होगा ना उनका security chest.
Where is that entire gold of RBI kept? It is kept at one place. आप ही के शहर में.
Okay. So,
Nagpur.
okay.
The gold is kept in Nagpur.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir. I'll read about it.
हाँ, please. Where are the currency chests? Where are the mints? All these dimensions also, please go through. Okay?
Okay, sir.
One last question from my side.
Yes, sir.
What could be the possible solution for India-Pakistan problem? Think of it.
Yes, sir. Sir, I think engaging in a very diplomatic manner can be one of the solutions because it is our neighbor
Right.
and China
Next.
will leave no
Next.
stones unturned.
Next, diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Sir, trade should not be affected because of our bilateral, whatever relations that we have. Trade should keep on going.
Debater. Next. Only two ways.
Sir, then the Kashmir issue is still contentious. So,
साम दाम दंड भेद सब होता है,
yes, sir.
है ना?
So, but because it is our neighbor, sir, we cannot use military power directly. But we can control it. We can defend ourselves. So that is that we cannot directly
Internal
just attack.
security पढ़ा?
Yes, sir.
Which book you referred?
Sir, coaching notes.
Coaching. Check.
So you done LLB and LLM.
Sir, last sem of LLM now.
Okay. So which is your favorite subject in LLM?
Affirmative action.
Okay. In which article we can connect with this affirmative action?
Sir, Article 15.4 and Article 16.4.
16.4. So which is your favorite article in the Constitution?
Sir, Article 32.
32. How many clauses are there in this article?
So that I've not read, but
Okay.
on the whole, I like that idea.
What is the reason?
Sir, rights are available to us, but if we cannot exercise those rights, then it is not worth it. So Article 32 gives us the power to approach the court. That is why.
Mean that you are saying it is both right and remedy.
Yes, sir, it is a right and a remedy to us. Yes,
So what is the difference between 32 and 226?
yes, sir. Sir, Article 32 gives us the power to it is a fundamental right. Article 226 is a constitutional right. Sir, also the power of Supreme Court is limited because it is related only to fundamental rights. But for 226, we can approach the courts for infringement of fundamental rights and other rights as well.
Suppose X is a person who approached the High Court under 226
Yes.
and his matter is dismissed, heard
Yes.
and dismissed. Can that person approach the Supreme Court under 32?
Sir, if fundamental right is infringed, then yes.
Whatever may be, the case is decided under 226
Hmm.
and dismissed. Can he approach the Supreme Court under 32?
Sir, it depends on the right.
No, what is your answer? Yes or no?
Can he approach Supreme Court?
Yes, sir, you can. Anybody can.
What do you mean by res judicata?
Sir, I'm not able to recall.
Okay, so you answering
Please
a question,
elaborate.
principle of natural justice.
Yes, sir.
Is there any exception?
Yes, sir.
Can you name any two exceptions? One from constitutional law and one outside the constitutional law?
Yes, sir. Sir, so principles of natural justice also include equality, providing equality to everybody. So, but sir, in cases of the president or the governor, criminal proceedings cannot be instituted
What are
against
the
them.
principle of natural justice?
Sir,
You
fair
highlighted,
hearing.
yeah, fair hearing.
Sir, and equality of opportunity. So, sir,
Is it a natural justice?
sir, opportunity to
There
be
are three
heard.
principles. Number one, audi alter partem. Second,
Yes, sir.
no biasness. Third is reasoned decision.
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking, is there any exception to these three principles?
Sir, can I take few seconds to think?
Yeah.
Sir, I'm so sorry, I can't
Okay,
recall.
now in Delhi, I don't know, you have visited in many places in this Koral Bagh or Mukherjee Nagar, you will find a good hoarding or very broad that Sarkari Naukri Sunishchit Kare. Why everyone is interested to get government jobs? Can you connect with the constitution or with any relevant provision?
Sir, security of tenure is there
Is there any provision in constitution?
for government jobs.
No, protection. Why? And everybody wants to get government jobs.
Sir, Article 311, sir,
So,
protect civil servants from any arbitrariness.
is there
and
any
action.
exception where 311 is not applicable? That is the exception to principle of natural justice.
Yes, sir.
You have done
Security
LLM.
of the state is involved.
Yes, sir. Public order.
While you are answering the question, rule of law, ABDIC, can you highlight three principles?
Yes, sir.
What is the third one? You are saying that Parliament is supreme, but as per ABDIC, is different opinion.
Sir,
How
predominance
we-
of
Let
legal
me complete my
Sorry,
question.
sir. So
How
sorry.
we can come to know that ABDIC's opinion is regarding the rule of law is this? Yeah, from here we get the information about meaning of rule of law as per ABDIC.
Sir, the third provision.
No, from where we get information about ABDIC's opinion on rule of law. हमें कहाँ से पता चलता है कि ABDIC ने ये कहा है रूल ऑफ लॉ के बारे में और कब कहा उसने?
Sir, I'm not able to recall the name of the book, but it was said in 1885.
1885.
Yes,
What
sir.
are the three principles given?
Yes, sir. Sir, equality before the law. Sir, second is predominance of a legal spirit. And third, sir,
I am asking this question because you are answering that time.
Yes,
it is-
sir.
So, and last question is, how many times Indian Constitution amended?
sir, 105.
105. And one,
Yes, sir.
how many times it is amended?
Sir, times.
No. Last amendment related with the Constitution, can you name that amendment?
So the 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act.
Last, latest, previous year.
Sir, women's reservation with respect.
Can you name that amendment?
Sir, I'm not able to.
What is the difference between constitutional amendment and a constitutional amendment bill?
Sir, a bill has not yet become an act till the assent of the President.
Which more passed in, introduced, bill or act?
Sir, bills are introduced more because they become act only after.
So last amendment is related with women.
Sir, Amendment Act. Yes, sir.
That is related with Nari Shakti.
Sir, women's reservation, I think. Sir, I'll have to read more about it.
No, it is, I think, very, very important provisions. And all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
What is inflation?
Sir, inflation is rise in the prices of goods and commodities or services.
If I say there is a 5% inflation for this item, what does it mean as a layman to me?
Sir, if you can buy this for 5 rupees today, the price will be 10 rupees tomorrow. Or if there are 2 pens, for that same price, you'll get only 1 pen tomorrow.
No, I said 5% inflation.
5%. Sir, mathematics. Yes, sir. 5%. Yes, sir.
Can you give the answer now?
Yes, sir. Sir, if it is for 10 rupees, you'll get it for 15. Like that.
5%, just 5% inflation for this item.
Yes, sir.
You are an engineer
Yes,
also.
sir.
Now repeat.
Sir, if it is for 100,
Uh-huh.
105.
This 100 was when?
Sir, inflation. Sir,
No, 100 rupees was the price. What time? When? Which period?
sir, I'm not getting.
As compared to last year.
Last year, yes, sir.
Now there is too much inflation in the country, right? How RBI controls inflation?
Yes, sir. So can I take few seconds to make? Sir, inflation means that the money, the rupee is more in the market, is more in this. So the RBI will try to control this inflow of rupee by introducing any bond or providing more dollars so that the
You
flow
know,
of rupees.
one step RBI will do to control inflation. Just one.
So bonds.
Bond.
Yes, sir.
What bond means?
Sir, or maybe even government securities, so
What?
that people, the
No,
rupees.
what RBI will do? No? Just tell me.
Sir, with respect to banks also we can do.
Huh?
Banks, sir, banks. It can direct the, sir, the repo rate or the reverse repo rate.
Just tell me one example, one method RBI will do. Just
Yes, sir, yes.
anyone to control inflation. I hope you are getting my question.
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes.
Sir, it will increase the repo rate.
Yes, good. Very good. So what is the implication?
Yes.
What is the implication then?
Sir, because repo rate will increase, the banks will get less incentive to give more loans. So people will have less money. So that way is the
Good, very
value
good.
of rupee.
Now, good. Give me the second method of RBI.
Okay. Sir, securities and bonds. So
Right.
that people will buy these bonds and the money will again reduce in the.
That is done by RBI. What is that called? This is
Sir,
correct.
T-bills, I think.
Huh?
Sir, T-bills.
Open
Market operations. Yes,
Open
sir. I'm so
market.
sorry. Forgot.
Anything else RBI can do to control inflation? Repo rate, open market operation, anything else? Yes, there are 2-3 other methods also. Just can you think of something?
Sir, SLR can be
Yes,
increased.
SLR can be.
Sir, increased so that banks will have to keep more money with them.
Then
Yes, sir.
what happens?
Sir, because SLR is more, banks will get less incentive to give more loans.
Okay. Now come to government.
Yes, sir.
Government can also control inflation.
Yes, sir.
Just give me one method. What government will do?
Sir, issue of government securities like T-bills. So that can be done.
Government will issue securities.
Sir, it can. Sir, I'm not aware.
फिस्कल पॉलिसी में क्या करेगी
क्या
गवर्नमेंट?
होता है?
फिस्कल पॉलिसी में कुछ करेगी?
Yes, sir, I'm thinking.
Anyway, just tell me last question.
Yes, sir.
What is the dollar-rupee exchange ratio approximately?
Sir, I'm sorry, I was not able to get.
$1 is equal to how many rupees? Approximately.
Sir, between 60 to 70 rupees.
Nine.
It's 83.
83.
It's 83, right? How to pay 83? I get $1, right?
Yes.
Now this exchange ratio becomes 88 rupees and $1, equivalent to $1. Got it?
Okay.
Now is it good for us or bad for us?
Sir, it can impact our imports and exports.
Yeah, how it will impact? What will be the impact on import and export?
Positive or negative?
Yes, that's khatam. Simple answer.
Yes, sir. Sir, our exports will increase.
Export will increase and
Sir, imports will become costlier. Right?
very good. Good, sir. Good.
Aishwarya, stay relaxed.
Yes.
Your interview is over.
Your interview is over. If you want to ask any questions, any one of us, you are free to ask.
Okay, sir.
And I will request them to give you some, bits of advice, some feedback to you.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to ask, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I was not able to answer many questions.
That is fine. That is fine.
Feedback to dere.
See, one thing, I'll take the liberty from sir to make this statement. Interview personality test is not the test of your knowledge. Come out of that. Graciously, you can say, I'm sorry, I don't know, sir. 10 times you say, sorry, I don't know, sir. No problem. It is taken, yes. A human, you ask something to me, maybe I don't know. Check it. It's only a matter of chance that what we ask, you whether know it or not. Check. To a greater extent, matter of chance. Check. If you have come till here, it means you know many things. Straight away, let's accept it. Take it. But I personally felt internal security is where you need to
Yes, sir.
work on. So, as a bureaucrat, even if you are responsible for veterinary department, there is an element of security where you will be made responsible for.
Okay.
So, having a clear understanding of issues surrounding internal security. Tomorrow you get IPS, you will be heading CISF, you may head CRPF. You cannot cut a sorry figure in front of highly trained troops. So you should be very, very crystal clear. Two dimensions I always feel: international relations and internal security. These are two facets any bureaucrat should have a very clear understanding.
Okay, sir.
Take it.
Thank you, sir.
Economy, anonymity as a virtue. Ethics में मैं और थोड़ा जाना चाह रहा था. What I saw you started sweating. So then I took a back step. मैंने कहा it will further, disturb you. So, but because you are a law background, pursuing in constitutional law, trust me, your interview will hover around that.
Okay.
They may not get a chance to ask extraneous knowledge questions, but idea of law, constitution, वापस जाके
Revise.
जैन एंड नारंग की किताब को दोबारा से
थोड़ा सा ब्रशअप करना पड़ेगा.
जी,
ठीक है, नॉट थोड़ा सा, आई फील ज्यादा सा.
ठीक है, सर.
अच्छे से उसको ब्रश अप करिए.
Yes.
As a personality, you have very strong positive vibes. I'm getting personally, but it's not only about personality; it is also about certain shades of information that you should be holding. You are a very unique blend of BTech, then law. So expect bombshells from both the dimensions.
Public administration.
Public administration.
Public administration आपका optional है. So you have invited it. We have not done it. So and
So expect a lot of questions from
Yes.
that area: administration, public administration, administrative law,
and
constitutional law.
you being a woman, they may open that.
Women front also.
They open. Go on. So अच्छे से
कुछ नहीं आता है. IPS हो.
ठीक है. Be bold.
Be bold.
Very strong person. You are a very strong personality.
Be yourself. That is more important. You don't have to be anything else.
Sure.
Be yourself. Your demeanor is quite good, excellent. Absolutely no issue on that. And you are going to handle the interview very well. I am very sure of that. Interview board is very friendly. And they'll be of, this age only, 60 plus. So you don't have to worry about them. They will be more friendly. And they'll be, in fact, there is always a rather bias in fear of ladies, not against them. So you have more than a fair chance of getting selected.
Okay.
So you can be sure of that also.
Good.
So be sure of yourself, have faith in yourself, and then some of the ICJ, I did not ask about the ICJ ruling yesterday. They can ask about that.
Yes.
What is genocide? What that judgment what implications that judgment has for India, that they can ask. So ICJ is going to be a very important question to you because of your legal background.
Okay, sir.
So women's reservation, are you in favor of it or you are not in favor of it? Prepare your own ground.
Yes, sir.
And like government, they have a fiscal policy. RBI has monetary policy.
Yes, sir.
So RBI usually deals with the demand side, but government can deal with the supply side also. There can be supply side problems on budget. When is your entry?
14 Feb.
So budget would have been presented by that time. So you have to, there may be an economic survey also. So some gist of economic survey, some gist of budget will be important to know. Community work, 3 legislations have been enacted, some gist of them. There was a strike in Maharashtra of truckers also. Prepare a list of 150 topics which are current and relevant to your subject. That is law, not engineering any longer. So prepare that, and don't have to prepare a deeply researched thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
And please go through that, make some additions. And newspaper, I believe you must be reading.
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Indian Express.
What is the headline today in Indian Express? That you must know. In any case, that day you must know.
Yes.
And then read one Economic Times also.
Okay.
Read newspaper is a must. It is very, very critical. And I keep saying that they told that it's a test of personality, but it comes back to your knowledge and awareness. It comes back to that.
Yes.
Then people can say you don't even know this. You need to be curious about your surrounding, where you live, as a district, as a state, as a nation. We live in a particular setup. We have neighbors, Pakistan, China, Maldives, issues. Then there is a Ukraine, Hamas-Israel war. We need to have some knowledge of that. What are the policy implications for India? How India need to be, we have issues with Canada. What are those issues? How are they affecting our students? How they are affecting us otherwise? Import, export. There are many issues, so you need to know about that. How the world events are affecting us, how we need to be prepared to handle them. You can be in foreign service or even otherwise also. We need to respond as a civil servant. If you are in a district, you need to be aware of what is happening in each nook and corner of your district. Farmer issue, labor issue, land order issue. You need to be aware of that.
Yes.
So keep a tab on everything.
Yes.
Curiosity is the key to know things. If you're not curious, you don't know things.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you are absolutely fine and you have maximum chances of getting through. All the very best.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Chalo, ठीक है.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Have a nice day.
Aishwarya.
Thank you.